So in the beginning, I was just beating her down. Take all around the world. We're going all these different places, knocking the wig off in different places. And then after that, we got into a real. I told her I didn't want to get into a real relationship kind of until like I figured out what's going on with you and Paul.
Okay.
I'm talking about her ex-husband.
Okay.
So until y'all figure that out, I ain't. But now after that, we got to a real relationship.
Okay.
And we were together for about right at 2 years.
And how was that?
It was cool. It was a vibe. Like it was cool. We were chilling. It was.
But still not your type.
No, still not my type. But it was a thing of like I try not to be like that you pay for. I'm gonna get back to how I knew that she paid.
Okay.
But you got multiple people that you pay for. But then the thing that I love is they're not just going to FBI. They're not just going after that. They're going after everything that they can possibly grab. It's kind of like a RICO. How they going after these rappers or whatever. And they're trying to get everything they can to put on top of them. Excuse me. Well, people keep asking like, man, why they ain't get her yet? Why they ain't? Well, for two reasons. Because for one, they're not just going after. Got you on video admitting that part. Got you on video saying like, you're gonna be in Jamaica, and while you and your husband in Jamaica, y'all pay for. I mean, while you and your husband in Jamaica, you was gonna have that Olivia girl and her husband, take care of me while they gonna make it look like you ain't got nothing to do with it. So they got you already. But it's a thing of the second part is they're doing a full sweep. They're not just going after Ashley. And that's kind of why I got to leave that part right there. So how we know that it was ever even a thing is because I was at home chilling. Like I said, I haven't spoken to Ashley in 2 years. And they had got married and all. Like people sent me screenshots. They had this big, beautiful engagement. So I'm like, cool, I'm happy for you. I got no heat with you. You were just crazy as hell. So I left you alone. And then, my mama come calling my phone, blowing my phone up like a month and a half ago. And was like, FBI at my house. I said, FBI, man, what you talking about? I said, nah, FBI. At first I thought it was like somebody playing with her, pranking her. Nah, these folks pull up to my mama's house like Man in Black. These folks pull up to my mama's house looking for me. Because at the time, I don't know if I changed my number recently, so they didn't have like my direct point of contact. So, but they got all my information. They went to my mama's house, left a card. My mama sent it to me. I called it. It was an FBI card. Like I'll show you that too. And it's like, so I'm calling him and I'm like, I was like, is this a prank? I'm like, that's the call my mom said you can tap on it. That's one of the agents. And I she wanted to see what I was talking about because the more she talked to me, the more she was infatuated. And I ain't.
So basically, guys, let me tell you something. Came across this video. Crazy. This gentleman here, okay, was a tech developer and he was employed by this woman called Ashley Grayson. She was running a company, a credit repair company, and she was making a lot of money. And she started developing courses for people to run their own credit repair companies, right? Usual scammer vibes. She ends up falling, I'm still in love with you, boy. Falls in love with this guy, or again, likes him, infatuated by him, right? He's a tech guy. They end up having a sexual relationship, which then turns into a physical relationship, which then turns into a situationship. And then turns out that she then, after realizing he knows everything, and I'll play the clip in a second or two, that she wants him dead. How, Sway? How? Like, yo, I mean, what is going on? Like, B, this is crazy. Now, let me just talk about this really, really quickly. I think the reality of the situation is this, right? She was also married as well at the time. So this is a problem with the situation. She was married at the time. She was lying, saying she was separated from her husband, and so she ended up sleeping with him. Now, clearly, obviously, this woman was committing fraud, and obviously, then at the same time, because he knows some of the secrets, she wanted him dead. I just can't. I can't. I really can't. I just can't. This is madness to me. What is there to add? Let me add this, I guess, right? When you allow infatuation and you allow your desires, and you allow your heart that is wicked above deceit, or wicked above all else, that's full of deceit, to lead you, you end up moving very mad. And a lot of times this is coming from a place of when somebody has been hurt multiple times in the past. That's what leads to extreme measures like this, hiring somebody out, hiring a gunman to come and kill the brother. Like, the only reason that's going to happen is because you've been hurt so bad in the past that now this hurt from this guy is just an added reality to a situation. Number two, he didn't even really want her. He didn't even really fancy her like that. He didn't even find her attractive like that. That wasn't even his type. So the fact she gave herself to this man also could be speaking about lower self-esteem and lower self-worth. Now, of course, she was scamming people. And look, don't get it twisted. A lot of people think because somebody's living a high life that they're all good. A lot of times people are suffering. They are suffering. They are suffering. They are suffering. And if you don't take care of the holes in your heart, those holes tend to be plugged by bitterness, unforgiveness, hurt, pain, anger, frustration, just raw emotions that oftentimes tend to lead to really poor decision making. And I think that's the same thing that's happened here. We'll play a little bit more of the clip as well. Well, again, it's a nice and short one, nothing too
Second
great.
part is they're doing a full sweep. They're not just going after Ashley. And that's kind of where I got to leave that part right there. So how we know that it was ever even a thing is because I was at home chilling. Like I said, I haven't spoken to Ashley in 2 years. And they had got married and all. Like people send me screenshots. They had this big, beautiful engagement. So I'm like, cool, I'm happy for you. I got no heat with you. You were just crazy as hell. So I left you alone. And then my mama come call on my phone, blow my phone up like a month and a half ago. And was like, the FBI at my house. I said, the FBI? I know what you're talking about. So I'm calling him and I'm like, I was like, is this a prank? I'm like, that's the call mom.
I want to get to the part where
she wanted to see what I was talking about because the more she talked to me, the more she was infatuated. And I ain't trying to juice myself up. Anybody on, so she told the story herself. Anybody on like social media that follow all her little millions, her little Facebook cousins or whatever she call them, like they all know the story. She was married at the time, but she didn't care about none of that. I was living in Austin, Texas. She was living in Dallas. She wanted me to come to Dallas to beat her down. So me being me, I'm like, hey, I probably shouldn't have, mess with a married woman. But we were talking, she needed a tech person. She said, I got a couple of businesses.
So obviously she was I'm guessing calling him over from Texas to Dallas or whatever for the beatdowns, and it turned into more. I'll listen. The Samson energy. Yeah, I've told you guys. You know me, family. Listen, I'm not immune to the Samson stuff, right? But Samson had this situation. Samson was that the fact that the Samson situation is that the women were always his biggest issue. They were always his biggest downfall, and they were always his biggest fault. No matter how strong you are, a woman will be able to take that strength from you. And in his situation, the woman was taking that strength from him because in the end, she put a bounty. I need you to deep this. She actually put a bounty over his head because he knows everything about her company and about what things have gone on in that company.
So we talking a lot, discussing a lot, and talking about all the different things. That ain't like I came to Dallas. We went to the Omni Hotel. I knocked the wig off, and then we got up, went, got food, got drinks, came back to the room. I knocked the wig off again after she put it back on, and then I sent it back to her husband the next day. So it's like after that, she wasn't on no more business after that. Now after that, she said that they were separated. They was planning on going their separate ways. But
did that happen?
That didn't.
Now, one thing I'm gonna say is this: I know she put a bounty over your head, bro. I know. I get it. But bro, dropping the bars, sorry, I'm chewing about loudly. Dropping bars saying that, you knocked her wig off and sent her back to her husband. Bro, the hit might come from the husband this time. I need you to chill. You're a man. You understand how it works. I need you to chill. I know she put a bounty over your head, but I need you to watch how you're talking. Mind how you're talking, because that's how a bounty will come on your head from the husband this time. Not from the wife, from the husband this time. Because you're kind of disrespecting him. By saying you knocked her wig off and sent her back to her husband, it's not disrespectful to her anymore. It's disrespectful to him, another man. So listen, if you say that the situation, you got no problems with the husband, I need you to start talking like you have no problems with the husband. Because right now you're talking like you want all the smoke from the husband. Okay, knocking her wig off and sending her back to the husband as if he's the second best. Like, yo, chill. It might have been the truth, but chill.
It happened until that didn't happen until probably like a half a year later. So and through that whole time, she was getting beat down, and then going back home and land.
So what did she tell her husband about you?
She told her, now see, her husband, which I really, which that could, some people say that could be your karma. But I mean, I got no beef with that man. I didn't know that man. I was legit, there for business. And then, one thing led to another. And
you got no beef with him, but the way you're telling the story, if he listens to it, it's kind of peak. Can't lie to you. But anyway, listen, it's a little insight, guys. Go and watch the live. Go and watch the video on Tasha Cades. It was there. Listen, the brother had a hit on his head. The girl actually hired a hitman for $60,000 to kill him.